Hi. So, hi. Y'all, hi. Hello. Mm-hmm. Henrietta. How y'all ready? Ready? Are y'all ready to say I'm tricking another neurologist? Is anyone gonna record and share this? Hi. Hello. That's my stomach. Hi. I can't pick up the phone. Give me a second. Mm-hmm. All I know is no matter what's going on here, it's real. And I need answers. This is a consult. Hi. Hello. Nita. Huh. And people like, you weren't like this before. I wasn't like this every time before. When things keep happening, it's getting worse. My craniata, my teniata, my teeth are clasped shut. But I'm waiting for y'all to say I'm tricking another neurologist. Where are the stalkers who are saying I'm fake and why are they never talking when I'm in here? Why? It's a different type of tics and seizures. They're real. And I'm tired. Y'all been watching me struggle and suffer this whole time. And I have. Hopefully this one's better than the Rodineta. The one that got Nieta. The, the one who saw me all of 2 minutes, and it's sad that that's a literal statement. He saw me for 2 minutes. There was a 2 edition, then ow. My chest be hurting. When I say my chest, I don't mean my heart. I mean Lanita. My right and left side, my chest be hurting at different times. My head be hurting left and right side at different times. Every single symptom I've had is so much worse. Why's my mouth numb? When y'all hear this neurologist confirms it's Anita, people still gonna say I got a doctor fool, like they're smarter than neurologists. This whole experience has been horrible. Texas has been horrible. For those who don't give up and those who do, they drop my case. That's done with. They had no probable cause. Apparently, court cases can't even exist if there's no probable cause. I can leave. I can go back to Georgia. That's what I'm trying to work on. I don't want to be here. I have nothing to do when I get to Georgia. Like, I have everything to do, but nowhere to go. I'm literally just going to go. I got to get out of here. Y'all don't want to share this to the scam and PP Nieta, Palada, Hanieta, hi. Hi, T pages. Where the T pages at? I'll share it. Y'all don't want to share it? I'll share it. Let's get me caught up in these lies, right? Why aren't y'all sharing it? Expose me. Expose me for being a lying, scamming con artist with severe mental health issues. Hi, who has been Holeda, who has been faking, tics and seizures for almost a year? That's what they've been saying, right? What, y'all don't want to share? I'll share. I'll share for y'all. Hi. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about me and my fakeness. Because everyone seems to share when something horrible is happening. Y'all call me a liar. But no one seems to want to share when I'm at a neurologist to confirm. That's weird to me. That's that's a red flag. Huge red flag. Most of y'all do not have good intentions because y'all stare at me and watch people threaten my life. And y'all don't say nothing. Riley, you've been in this bit tapping, not you. Like, these other people have not tapped. They've been watching and they've been staring. Yes, my stomach and my head hurts and I can't talk loud because I'm a stutter or say words that aren't words. I am constantly adapting to this BS that y'all people are claiming is fake. But again, when I'm on this bit proving my reality, nobody wants to share. Nobody wants to tap. Why are y'all so bent on not getting the truth out there? While y'all watch everyone share the lies and bash me. What's up with that? Even if this is from trauma and stress, it's still real. Ain't nobody got these people fooled. Y'all ain't got no sense. Hi. Ooh, I'm sorry. Did not. Okay.
Alright, so I've been reviewing your chart and what Trinity has told me. And then...
Is it just trauma and I don't get high, LO?
It could be. Okay. So I'm putting together everything. You have a lot of movements. You've been told there's seizures, Tourette's. You have a lot of different types of things that'll happen where your head will move, your neck will move, your face will move, right? You have a history of some mental health issues, and you've been to a few institutions.
But they told me it's anxiety. It's every time I went, it was from trauma, like from things happening.
Yeah.
But they let me have these seizures for 3 hours straight, like back to back to back to back. They told me that. Go ahead.
Have you ever had an EEG where they hook up
No,
those?
sir.
No.
They refused.
So that's the only surefire way that we
What's the pins
can.
and needles?
Hold on 1 second. That's the surefire way to let you know if any of these are seizures versus not.
When the institution let me do it for 3 hours.
The daily seizures started last week.
Okay.
That's what's scaring me.
Then the thing would be to go to the hospital, and then they could do it in the hospital.
They've been refusing me until I get a primary care physician. I went to the hospital several times, and it was the same name as this. I forget, Louisville. Lewis, Grand Prairie. I think I went there. They told me to go inpatient because my trauma and PTSD was so bad it was making it more severe. I recorded that conversation, by the way. I went voluntarily. But I went and looked Springwood, Bedford Hospital. They told me I was there for mental health, not physical. And they just kept watching me seize and telling me to stop.
So what we can do then is we can say that, hey, a neurologist is recommending that you do this, and then we can have you go next door to Medical City Louisville.
Now?
Now?
Yes, please.
Okay. And then one of the neurohospitalists there would plan to put you on EEG for at least overnight or more than 24 hours, and then
So I'll stay for a while?
Yeah, you would stay overnight,
Okay.
at least.
Yes, sir.
And then if that were to happen, then we could tell you for sure, which of these, if any, are seizures versus not.
Yes, sir. What about the tics?
So the tics, sometimes seizures can present as tics, but usually not. And so the tics, we would see on the EEG, we would say, okay, 100% they're not seizures. All right, and then we would have to come up with, which doctor would treat. We'll go down. And then number two, we can move forward with trying to figure out what else could be going on.
Sorry.
Oh, absolutely, trying to show right there.
I can't move.
The other thing would be, and trauma does cause a lot of patients to not be able to function normally, right? Then it would be
I tried to listen when people said it was in my head, so I tried to make it stop thinking I was crazy, but they give me Ativan for anxiety, and I usually it gets less than, but loud noises, make me tick. I'm sorry for crying, but I've been trying to get what you're offering for many, many months, and they wouldn't do it.
Now, do you have Medicare?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Stop so I can. I can't right now.
How many fingers? All right, look at me. How many fingers?
1, 2, 5. 1. 10.
Okay.
High. Ached high. Sorry. It hurts my neck if I turn my eyes. Hi.
Have you opened your mouth for me? If you have some time right now, we can try to get as much answers as we can with the test that we use for patients with seizures, without
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I was falsely arrested. That was kind of when the seizures.
I have no idea.
Okay, I have to try.
But my recommendation is that I'm gonna let my
Hi.
over here, just next door, know that I'm sending you to the emergency room over at Medical City Louisville, and that they should help to get this done, an overnight EEG. You never had one before, right?
No, sir. You said wires on brain head?
Yeah, wires on your head, kind of like you ever seen someone do an EKG before?
On my chest?
On your chest, right?
I've never had that on
Well, we do that on the head so that we can monitor your brain waves. Okay?
I'm really grateful.
Yeah, and then if it's not seizures, okay, then we're dealing with tics. We're dealing with.
So tics can look like seizures, or seizures can look like tics. I'm confused.
Yes, they can.
But you can also have both.
You can exactly. So the only way to rule out that these are not seizures would be the life-threatening possibility would be to do this test. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. A lot of times, if they're not happening that often, then we would do this in the clinics. But if it's something that's happening,
Every time I try to go, it's literally over 30 times a day. Like, well, depending on what's a tic and what's a seizure, but what my teeth are doing right now,
Yeah.
This wasn't as bad before, and then I can't speak English sometimes, but I can speak Spanish, but I don't know much Spanish.
So what we'll do is we'll organize that, and then Trinity will come in and get you, and then we'll send you to the emergency room just next door. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let Dr. Khan know. All right. We will have you follow up with us after we get some results for the EDG. Okay.
I have to go to Georgia for a while to get my kids. Try to get my kids.
When is that?
I was leaving today and trying to get. I got the court papers.
Yeah.
Today he's trying to get full custody.
So then.
But if I need to come back to finish this, I will.
So then, yeah. So I think based on the phone calls that you had this morning, we were aware that this would be a possibility. Okay.
I didn't know it was a night test.
Yeah, it's overnight. We want to capture as much as we can, and we want to make sure that there's no actual seizure for 24 hours before we send you out into the world. All right. That's my strong recommendation. Okay, we're not going to force you to go.
I want to.
You, my suspicion that these are seizures are actually pretty low, but again, the only way to 100% sure know is to get this test.
But even then, it looks like tics, maybe at the least.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, and so that's why we're not, obviously if you went unconscious, then you wouldn't be able to say no. We would have to, by necessity, call the ambulance and put you next door. But if, and sometimes we'll send you to a different doctor than a general neurologist.
But you don't think it's in my head? Like I'm not making this happen. You don't know until the test.
Sometimes trauma and mental health can lead to that worsening. So.
But it's not like me making it happen. It's just.
No, I don't think that you're like faking it because you want to do it. No.
It hurt. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So do I wait in the waiting room?
No, wait here, okay?
And I'll come grab you
Yeah.
whenever we get everything
This
set
is a
up.
little bit more private here.
Hi. Thank you. I'm staying in Texas longer than I wanted, but I'm getting help. I need to test him to see if there's seizures or tics, but he doesn't know that there's something. Yeah. Mm-mm. I don't have the money, and they're trying to. Hi. I don't know how to switch my booking. I don't. And. Hi.
Welcome to ADA Travel Assistance Group. For English, press 1. Dear customer,
Hi.
Greyhound Lines Incorporated Incorporated process your personal data for the booking, implementation, and processing of transport services including customer care, as well as for the fulfillment of legal obligations. Among other things, you have the right to receive information about your data processed by us, as well as the right to have this data deleted if it's no longer necessary to achieve the stated purpose. You can find more information on the web at greyhound.com/n/legal/privacy. For training purposes and to improve our service quality, the conversation may be recorded for a period of 90 days. You have the option to withdraw your consent at any time, either verbally or in writing. You can help Greyhound to improve by taking a short survey at the end of this call. You'll only need to rate 3 questions by choosing a number on your telephone keypad. Just a moment, please.
Hi, thanks for calling Greyhound. This is Alisa. How can I help you today?
Hi. I have ticks. I'm sorry. I'm at the hospital. I would like to get a refund, but it's saying it's gonna charge me $96 for a refund and give me a high $2 high about $2 back.
Oh, let me have your booking numbers, ma'am, so that I can check our options here.
What you want? Hello, what you want? Sorry.
The booking number, the one that starts with 32 something on the top of your ticket.
325-911-9013.
I'm sorry, 325-911-9013.
Hi.
Thank you so much for that. And for security purposes, may I have the email address associated on file?
Hi. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Hi.
Thank you so much for that. So this is your trip from Dallas bus station to Atlanta bus station, and you're supposed to leave 7:20 tonight, right?
Hi. Hi. Yes.
Nice. If it's between 7 and 29 days, that's 70% of your ticket price. If it's between 2 and 6 days, actually that is 40% of your fare.
Can I credit it? I know for a fact somebody else will buy that ticket. Y'all are not going to have a loss and you can charge more for it. Is there any way I can just credit it so I can get the ticket later?
A full amount refund is actually only possible if the trip has been canceled by Greyhound or if there is a severe delay that happened on the trip. So actually, as per checking here, since there is no inconvenience that happens on your trip, ma'am, unfortunately, our system is not giving us.
I'm not asking for a refund. Can it be just held, please? Listen, y'all are gonna get someone else to buy that ticket. I know that for a fact. Someone else is gonna buy it. So y'all aren't gonna take a loss. I got the last seat on the bus. Can I please have this escalated? That was my last money. I did not know this neurologist was gonna keep me. This is a medical type of emergency. They want me to stay here overnight.
All right. So let me just go ahead and check my resources here so that I can help you with this one. One moment, please.
Hi. Hi.
All right. Thank you so much for patiently waiting, ma'am. So our option here, since you are unable to take your trip for tonight, and do you have maybe a medical certification that's proving you that you will have to stay overnight? These,
I can go. Do you want
are
to
you at
talk?
the hospital?
I'm here now. Would you like to talk to the doctor?
I'm sorry.
I'm here now. Would you like to talk to the doctor?
I'm sorry, your voice is cutting in and out. Can you repeat that for me, please?
I'm here now. Would you like to talk to the doctor?
No. Actually, for you to be able to
So I need, honey, see,
request
can you,
for
1 second, hush. Not you, say hello. Can you, they said they can you ask, this is Brianna. They said they're giving me a refund if I can get something from you guys saying I'm getting a refund.
Hello? Hi.
Thank you, sorry.
Hi.
Hi. I'm faking, but I keep breaking out in rashes. I can walk, but I still struggle. I'ma just let her have that. Hi, Nita. Nope. I feel better standing, so I'm gonna do that. Why my phone doing that? Ow. Yo. Lord have mercy.
and then she can request for a refund since this is
But you
actually the
just said
highest
that you're not
escalation
able.
department.
Hold on, ma'am. 1 second. Give me 1 second, because I feel like at work we're getting confused. I just had asked you, is she able to get a refund for the ticket? And you said she's not able, but she is able to request a refund for the ticket that you just said she's not able to be refunded for?
Yes, the fares, I mean, we reached the fares schedule department of breakdown, so we don't have any option anymore here on our end to process a full amount refund since there is a cancellation or any severe delay that happened on the trip. But we do have a higher department other from us.
Yes. Are you able
That
to
you can
transfer me
request.
to a department that would be able to help me regarding the refund if you guys are not able to?
So sorry. Actually, since they are only working back office, the only way we can reach them out is through filling out a form on our website. So that's going to be subject for the approval. So if you do
So I'm
have
not currently
any,
able to speak with someone, but you just said you could transfer me?
I didn't say that I can transfer you, but you will
You
have to
did?
fill out a form.
Babe, hi, Lala. You see how,
No, I did not.
So you didn't just, let's say that you can transfer me?
So the only way we can reach them out is through filling out a form on our website. So since this is subject for an approval, all you just have to do is to fill out a form on the website.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And anything else?
You weren't able to help She didn't let it go me amount. So yeah. Then she said, but you would be able to request a refund, and then you'd have to go online and submit like a request for a refund.
But she just said
But it said you were unable to get a refund. I'm gonna make sure that's right.
sorry.
I'm gonna ask him now. Honestly.
But I'm so you so agitated and it wasn't even. I'm so sorry. She told me
It's okay.
one thing.
You don't have to apologize. It doesn't matter.
This is what I be talking about. Like, this is what every day be like to me. And I stressed out and had a whole either tax seizure. I don't know. We finding out. Because they thought I had a $200-something copay. I didn't have it, and it turned out it wasn't my name. That was just a genuine mistake. But then it's hi. Hi. This lady, oh my God, I hate people. This is why I be stressed out. I be stressed out because nothing be making sense, and then the world be trying to tell me you do, and I know it don't. She was looking the same way I be looking when I talk to most folks. It don't be in my head. Folks hide, don't hide, make hide, make nieta. They hide. They don't make sense.
It's fine, we're gonna go then. It's fine. Okay, you can come with me.
We're leaving. I mean, I'm leaving.
Yes, it is. We're going, you won't be going to Dallas as of
Oh.
right now. They're going right across the street.
Aye.
And then I'm gonna walk with you somewhere.
Thank you. Oh my girl. Are most society ignorant, ain't
I don't know yet. I'm not so sure.
you? You said I'm gonna not go out of here. You like you want to cut her out.
I'm gonna go,
Got you.
across the street. I'll be back.
Okay. Ow.
Are you able to just hold this for me?
Can you put it up
Or
here?
actually, to make it easier,
Do y'all have a bag? Y'all have bags. Like when y'all got clothes back, like a bag, like it's not a
we don't need
hospital.
anything for that. Yeah, we don't have anything that would even go in the bag.
I know sometimes
I can
patients.
hold this for you, and then I can grab this for you, and then we can go.
All right, thank you. You don't. Georgia sucks. So does Texas, but for different reasons. At least y'all's neurologist.
For a few years.
No.
I don't really know. I was younger though, so I don't really remember.
Well, I've been homeless in almost a year. Those people are evil.
Yeah,
And then the doctors are horrible.
I lived in Atlanta when we were like with my family when I was like 3, you know, like 2 or 3. So I remember like very little, like going to feed the ducks and shit. Like, I don't really remember like much else.
But listen, hold on, where's it at? Like, it's not in the darn soon. But look, I be on TikTok. They be seeing it because they be threatening my life. Y'all gonna must believe me. Hi. They be threatening me and
But the
stalking
lady on
me.
the phone did, like in the beginning, you had when you
She
gave me
switched
the
up,
phone,
didn't she?
You mentioned that like, you were able to provide that you were or to
Paperwork
prove that you
showing
were at a
her.
doctor's office. So on the phone, she said, and she mentioned that it was due to medical emergency, but regardless of that, so I'm like,
Like,
but then I said-
regardless, but you.
But I said, then I said, that's what I said. I said, so didn't you state to her before she gave you the phone that as long as she
I
was
provided
able to
proof I was
prove that
staying
she
overnight.
was in a medical emergency, she could be refunded? She's like, no. I said, so why she wouldn't have brought me the phone if they didn't need anybody in the medical field. She would have just spoke to you herself. So I'm not understanding.
But they be trying to make me.
Then she was like trying to talk over me, and I was like, no. Just let me finish because I feel like
Are we
having
going right?
yeah. I feel like we're having a disconnect. Then she started saying that you can't.
You're not used to that, are you? Have you dealt with something like a car?
Well, so I, because in this job I deal with people over the phone a lot, And it's usually like for patients, but it's usually for patients who have like memory, like dementia.
Like I
or,
have memory loss too, and it's getting worse. I forgot to tell him that. I forgot to tell him about my memory loss.
That's the most thing I've
That's been the
dealt
thing
with.
since I was a kid. I forget I was eating food at the table, then I would leave, and I would go back to my room not remembering I ate. And then like now I forget what I had for breakfast. I'll forget where I was the day before, and I've looked at my phone and looked up and forgot where I was. I'd be afraid, not knowing where I was. My head hurts. My bad. Oh, but she gave you a headache too, almost. Like you like you were finna have a seizure. Your face.
Cause I just know, like, you know, like because I deal with it a lot. Like I talk to people over the phone and things like that a lot. And so it's just like, you know, like at this point, it's like you can't tell me that I don't know what the fuck you said.
But that's the thing. People be thinking I'm crazy because people do that to me, and then they switch up the reality.
That's how I'm like, you know, that's really why I irritated you in the beginning because it's like, I can hear it very well. So it's like, I had her on speaker and I was like, oh, so we both, talked about you were able to say, she said, you cannot get a refund.
You know that was my last.
That's why I'm like, you can't try to sit here and tell me that I didn't hear what you just said, but she can't get a refund.
And you know how serious it's got to be if I'm choosing to stay here instead of go back to my home state after I done went through what I went through here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Are you able to direct us to the emergency room?
Direct you to the emergency room?
Yeah.
Sure, you can't get there from inside the building.
Oh
but
my
yes.
God. It's okay, babe. Girl, you don't come over here, do you?
I've never been over here. I work in the medical arts building, and I've really
Yeah.
never
Sorry.
been.
No, you're fine.
you
We
can't
just have to go to the front of the building and out the front entrance and then to the ER. There's no entrance from inside the building. I mean, there is for staff, but not for patients or visitors.
Wait, so do I count since I work next door?
But you're with me,
You
so
still
I
have to go
don't
through the
count.
front.
Oh, well, even if it was just her, because she worked next door, not here. What? I mean,
How'd
whoa.
that work? Damn. Wait, damn.
Do you have a badge to get through into the
Well, we
department?
did just open our office next door, so I think we're
Yeah,
all
no,
working
you
on
still
it.
have to go through the front ER entrance, yeah.
So do you know how to get
Yes,
to
I
the...
can
Just go
get you
around?
there. Yeah, let me show
Great.
you how to get there,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm sorry, I didn't have never been in here.
No, you're totally fine.
You poor baby. This ain't even part of your job description for real.
Are you going to check? Yeah.
Next door.
Okay.
So she just was a patient of Dr. Cruz, and he's referring her to the hospital, so I'm just...
But they'll keep me overnight and do those things he said.
That's it. So he spoke with them already. Coming, so I don't 100% know exactly what's gonna
They
happen
said they
until
might
you.
transfer me. If
Yeah. Once you get up here and you're able.
Shit! Hi. Sorry, that's a
No, you're okay.
tick.
Once you're able to get up there and talk to
This
them.
elevator is
God.
Wait. So how do I get back to the medical arts building from?
I'll show you.
Okay. I'm